Guys, welcome back to Unwine with ABJ. We hope you missed us. So today we have a special guest, Jocelyn.
Hello.
So we're so excited to have her on and just be back talking to you guys, really, because we missed you. I feel like it's been a while. Well, no, y'all joined us.
It's been a while though.
We had that wine tasting, but we went live.
We went live, and I felt like y'all was kind of like not trying to watch us.
But you know what? They like the videos because I didn't have people asking like, I haven't seen no video posts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, every time I go somewhere, people be like, "Hey, Unwine with ABJ." That's what they say now.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to that career and it was like, "Oh my God, it's Unwine with ABJ," and I'm like, "Okay." I feel like a little celebrity. Like,
so what's funny is I was like, "Yeah, I'm shooting with some of my friends. They are into wine." She was like, "Oh, ABJ, girl,
what?
Yes, I'm listening."
I'm so excited. Yes. So excited.
I know it's exciting. Cool. All right. Well, I think we got a good show today.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Very interesting. So we're going to dig into some things that you guys probably have been wanting to ask Jocelyn that she may have not answered in her last video. So let's get into what we're drinking. She brought us Earl Stevens.
Yes, Earl Stevens Tropicana wine. This is E40's wine. It's 18%.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like,
It's a strong wine.
That's
I had the regular Moscato and the Mango Moscato, but I haven't had this Tropicana one, so we're all tasting this together for the first time.
Yay.
All right,
So hopefully I can answer these questions with
right?
A clear mind. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Let's see.
Woo.
Oh, Jesus.
It's strong,
good.
but it's good.
It's good, but it's really strong.
But you know what? It makes me feel like I'm having an alcohol drink. And I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's good. I don't mind.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I felt that little sizzle, you know, in my
Yeah.
chest.
I love it.
Yeah.
I would get it. I would definitely
Yeah.
buy it.
And it smells really good.
I know. That's when I was pouring. I was like,
Like,
this
ooh.
smells
So if
Jesus.
you just want to really get into it, have a good night.
This is it.
This will do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if you can make it through the night.
That's all right. I think this is all I'm gonna need.
Is that just one glass?
Okay.
Just one, that's it.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
think I
it.
could do about two. Two,
Yeah,
three.
I can do about two.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, Jocelyn. So you have done something that a lot of people just dream about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so exciting and it's inspirational and everything because, believe it or not, I feel like I've been around a lot of people lately that have been talking about not being happy with what they're doing. Literally, just last weekend, I went out with my husband and some friends, and she was talking about how she was not happy with what she was doing. And she was like, man, I just, I feel like I work to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, if I could just cut this back and do this and be happy,
Yeah.
I'm just working to live. She's like, yeah, I got my degrees and this, but I did that because that was society said to do, but I'm not happy. And I told her, I was like, well, you know what? We got someone coming on. You need to watch her because like maybe it'll be some inspiration. So for people that don't know what you did, can you kind of...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, introduce yourself. Like, what are you? And,
Okay.
what you do.
So my name is Jocytay. I kind of do everything. I'm in a really experimentative state in my life. So whatever I feel like I want to do, I'm just kind of giving it a shot. So right now I'm like blogging, YouTubing. I'm really into photography, and just really putting myself out there, my whole self, right? So that's just kind of what I do. I quit my job in November of last year. I worked in IT as a project management professional, and I quit my job to travel. So I was in Asia for 3 months, and now I'm here. I'm supposed to fly out tomorrow to Australia.
What?
Yeah, but God told me to just sit down. Like, so I'm not going. Like, I'm not going. So that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right.
Okay, all right.
So we have questions.
Yes,
Yeah, we
got
do.
some questions.
I have not rehearsed it. I don't know what's in
This
here.
is unrehearsed.
I don't know what's in here. Oh, let me drink.
We decided to just write down some questions for Jocy to really touch on what she did not touch on in her first video that she initially posted about her quitting her job and traveling. So we're gonna go into the first question. I'll go.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, considering that in the future you plan on having like a love life and all of that, like a family. How are you gonna adjust your love life and family into traveling?
Great. Oh, that's such a good question. So I don't want to travel full time forever. Like, I only put a deadline on this for a year.
Okay.
So after the year, then I'm done. Like, I'm working on some personal things that I want to get up and going. But traveling is such an unstable life. Like, it's super unstable. So, yeah, I won't have time for kids or a husband or to even try to entertain someone, you know what I mean? So that's only a year, so I'll have time for that to come.
Yeah, because that's what we were thinking. Like, I know, like, I'm like, how would you fit love life in all of this?
And luckily, when I left, like, I wasn't talking to anyone, or I didn't have anyone where it was like a tough decision, like, oh my God, what? No, so it was just easy for me to leave. Now, I can imagine that it would have been much more difficult if I had a boyfriend or something.
Right.
But, no.
So
it made it really perfect timing. Like, timing is everything. So it made that move a little bit more easier.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
I'll go next.
Okay, so seeing that you already kind of like made that leap of faith and quit your job, do you ever see yourself going back to work?
You know, this is a battle that I think about every day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, hopefully some things that I'm working on, I'm just going to see where that goes by the end of the year. And that'll decide if I go back to work or not. But if I do go back to work, it won't be in the field that I was in before. Like, I worked in healthcare and IT, and it was just really boring. It just didn't fit my personality or me or anything. So it would be a total different flip to what I had done before. So I'm just praying, like, God, you know, whatever I'm working on, it just takes off and I can just work for myself. But this time,
I'm sure
this time just like really pouring everything into myself and knowing that, like, hey, I can't depend on a job. Like, I'm so focused because I can't mess up. And if I do, it's like, well, you can mess up, but I just can't be lazy.
Right.
You can't be lazy.
Because you're building from ground up.
Yes. So, hopefully not. Hopefully not. I was November. November would be my year, so we'll see how big it is, like third quarter.
But I feel like you have that goal and your focus. And if you got that goal, focus, and drive, I feel like, you know, you can do it and stay prayed up.
And you already been consistent anyway with like blogging, so I can see you actually getting paid to do that. Especially with you investing in yourself, like you got a camera and stuff like that. Like all it takes is the right connection.
Exactly, because some people will pay you to come travel to them, write a blog on something. Like, you never
that's why it's like just keep doing, you know, just keep doing your posts because you never know who might comment or see it.
Consistency is always key, and that's the only thing that I'm trying to do. I'm not worried about like what my numbers are. I'm just worried about putting out content that matters to me, what I care about, and just being consistent. So,
because that's what people appreciate for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, I guess I'll dive in. Okay, so how have you adjusted since coming back?
Y'all. So one thing that I like challenged myself to do is to be really vulnerable. And it's a vulnerable moment. Like, it's been tough. Like, it's been really tough being back because I get afraid of falling into a routine. Like, when I'm traveling and I'm just doing things on the go, it's like super spontaneous. You get a lot of adrenaline rushes. And then it's like when you come back, especially being in Michigan, I feel like it's just kind of like, I guess I gotta do this, I guess I gotta do that. And I'm a really routine type person, like a type A person. However, it kind of scares me. Like, so being back has been a little bit rough. Even me not leaving tomorrow, like, I was battling that for like the last couple of weeks. Like, should I go? Should I not go? I bought the ticket really spontaneously. I thought I bought a ticket to New Zealand. So I thought New Zealand was in Australia. That's a whole other different country. So I was like, dang, like, how you brought it to the rock? So it's just been so much going on being back. But, you know, every day is better. I'm just trying to stay busy. busy and not get so caught up on, you know, this is what you should be doing now. So people expect you to be traveling. You got to be out there traveling. So now you feel like you get these expectations. So I'm trying to block all of that out and just do what's best for me. But it's been a little struggle.
Yeah.
Especially adjusting to like the whole, you know, you got money coming in every single 2 weeks. So I know that budgeting is like a challenge.
Like, that's an art.
Oh yeah,
that's an art.
It's an art.
Oh yeah,
to budget.
That's an art.
Yeah. I for sure live in this minimalist style. I can't eat my steaks like I did once. You know, really nice steak twice a week. Cause I had some real expensive habits, but I had to cut that out.
And that's a challenge.
But you had a goal. When you want to, you know, you want to hit that goal. Exactly. That's all it is. And all that stuff is just materialistic stuff. Like you literally got to see the world. Like I would cut out everything.
To see.
Like
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, next question. Back to me. So the next question is, so what's like an estimate that you had to invest in when going out of the country? Like what was your, I know you said that, we talked previously, you said that it is one of the least expensive places to travel, but what's like an exact estimate, like how much did you
So the exact amount, and I got this question a lot, like you didn't say how much you spent. So I was gone for 3 months. In 3 months I spent about $2,700.
Wow, that's it?
Wow.
And I spent the most of my money in my last country. I went to Singapore and I spent, oh my God, so much money. And then when my best friend came down, that's when I started living like I was on vacation. And I spent so much money. So I was living like I was a local, but when she came, I'm like, this is her vacation. You know, she's working. So I made sure that we stayed in really nice places. We did a lot of things that I wouldn't have done. Like, I wasn't doing these while I've been traveling for 3 months. So I spent so much money in my last 2 weeks there. But yeah, I only spent like $2,700, $2,800. And yeah, it was just, people spend that, bills kind of, you know what I mean? I was gone for 3 months, but
3 months.
I didn't live like I was, you know, on vacation. I lived like a local.
Right.
So that's what really helped me keep my
And that probably really
down.
helps like the experience. You know what I'm saying?
It makes it more authentic.
Because that's what I was noticing, the things you were doing, like even when you were like at the library and you was like, I'm reading this book, and I'm like, that's dope. You know?
It makes it just more authentic, and you get to meet a lot of people from the particular place that you are versus people who's traveling. If you were to say where do we go when we do vacation?
It's like Airbnb or resort.
Resort. Like so usually a resort is a lot of Americans.
It's Americanized.
So it's like you kind of at home, but you just in a different country. Whereas when you just fully immersed in that culture, then you like dealing with those people. So
did you feel like really comfortable being there, or did you kind of feel like sometimes like you was like watching your back?
Some places I felt really comfortable. So I guess
because you literally were there by yourself. That's the question we didn't.
So I was always very, very conscious. Like I was always very conscious. Like I was always looking to my left, my right, behind, to make sure that I'm not getting followed or anything crazy going on. I didn't go out late at night, and a lot of people did, but most people who went out late at night, especially women, they got robbed. You know what I mean? So I didn't go out late at night. I was in every day, and I used to be tired too, by like 10 o'clock. So I didn't really hang out at night unless I met like a group of people and I would hang out with them. But didn't hang out at night by myself. And the only time I felt really, really unsafe was I was in Vietnam and I was in the capital, and I felt, my God, I was there for 3 days and I was like, I'm ready to go. Like I was so ready to go. It was just, I felt so unsafe. But other than that, I really didn't feel unsafe. Like the people are really, really nice overall. You just have to watch out for the different environments that you put yourself in.
That's super brave though. Like I just it takes a lot of bravery to do
my mom
that.
thought I was crazy. I came back. She was like, I can finally go to sleep at night. Girl.
That's all I'm like,
Your parents are worried. Your parents worry.
That's a big thing, though.
It is for Americans. So how I was traveling, and the people were like 18 and 19, and I was like, you've been traveling for how long? 6 months? you're 19 years old. You've
Right.
been traveling for 6 months. So this is
Wow.
a thing in other countries. So
Yeah.
like, I'm like the older big sister to everyone because everyone's so young.
Wow.
But to us, it's just kind of like, yeah, that's so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, and in some countries, it's almost like a mandatory to
Like a
take a
gap
break.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
encourage you to do it. Go before you do this. Yeah.
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 It's necessary.
It is
I think
necessary.
it's so necessary,
Oh my
and it just
gosh.
makes you overall just more empathetic, more compassionate, just
Yeah.
a better person overall. So I think so many good things come from not only traveling by yourself, but just traveling overall.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know,
for
It
sure.
does.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. We love traveling.
Yes.
And then even when we go out the country, not like beforehand, when I go out the country, I want to stay on the resort because you hear
That
so
was
many
me.
bad
Yeah.
That
stories.
was me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now,
But it's
Now I
propaganda.
love
I
getting.
can't.
I don't
can't.
like staying on the resort. I want to get out. I want to
Yes.
experience that culture.
Yeah.
I want to meet different people.
Dance.
I wanna-
Yes,
Eat
and go
the
to
Go to
food.
locals,
Yes.
all the food.
Locals is just the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Going to
I
local
agree
spots.
100%.
For
Like,
sure.
but I feel like here, that's just what we do. Like, we have conversations, and they're just so like they're fearful. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
make sure you don't do this or don't do that, or this happens. Well,
Yeah.
how do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know this happens. Like, where
Right.
did you
Right.
experience it?
Right.
Is this what you looked up and seen?
Yeah,
So it's
right.
really important to do your research
Mhm.
and to really just
Mhm.
sometimes experience things on your own.
Right.
Exactly, because
Right.
everybody has different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
100%.
Okay, what's next? Okay, so do you have any? Because we heard all the pros. Do you have any cons of that you would say? I guess. What could we say? How could we word this? So, what are some of your cons of making this decision? Like, do you have any cons of,
Cons, I would say that you just gotta be confident in yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you really have to be confident to like quit your job.
Yeah.
That's something like that's low key. When I think about it, I'd be like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
no,
what
you
I mean?
No, like,
I remember we was at the gym and you like,
Yeah.
and you just said it like it was something that people do every day. I said, wait, you said you're doing what?
Right.
I'm
Right.
telling people, they like, she did what? I'm like, yeah, she put it
Yeah.
on.
Especially
Yeah.
when you're at like a good company and
Yes.
it's so
You right.
competitive and you're in a
Yes.
good department and you're used to making this amount of money. Like, you really just have to be confident and to
Yeah.
trust your decisions because you start getting mind farts and you like, oh,
Yes.
I don't know this. So
Did you have any doubts like before?
no, before I was just like, yep, this is it. I can't wait. But it was those times when I had a lot of idle time and I started thinking about stuff.
Mhm.
And I was like, was this the right decision? I was like, yeah, it was. Because I would never go back to my job. Like,
Yeah.
never. You couldn't pay me. Like, it's just, I outgrew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was time for something
Yeah.
different. But it's always that, we are creatures of habit. So
Yes, we are.
Mhm.
that's one of those things where it's just like, just quitting your job. So that's just something you have to be confident in if you're going to make that
Yeah.
decision and just know that everything is going to work out. As far as solo traveling, like, it can get really lonely at times. Like, so you have to push yourself to go out, to talk to people, to go up to people that you may not know and spark a conversation.
Yeah.
That can be really hard for some
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
But I love to run my mouth, so I just walked up to people and I talked and had conversations. But yeah, it could be really lonely, especially the time I went. Like, I went around the holiday, so I missed Thanksgiving, I missed New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and those times where you really start to think about traditions and your family and stuff like that. So it can get a little lonely. You're like, oh man, I just really wish. Then you just go and talk to other people, and it's okay. Go to the beach or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I don't really have a lot of cons
That's
Yeah.
good.
I don't really have a lot of
That's good.
cons. Like, I just think
That's
it was just such a great experience, and I'm still gonna leave again. Like, it's not Australia, and I think it's the best for me not to go to Australia because that's not where my heart is leading me to. Like, I knew Asia was gonna be amazing, like the culture, everything.
Yeah.
Australia, I thought I was going to New Zealand, but I don't know if y'all seen even with New Zealand and stuff that went on with the terrorist acts and all that. So it was just like, it was a lot of stuff, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm going to Paris in May, and I'm kind of
Okay.
nervous because people said the riots and stuff. But we're not going to be like just in Paris the whole time. We're going to go to like
Girl,
Milan. And...
I went to Paris right after the so I think that was 2018 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Just before that, they had like a terrorist act or something.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And everybody was like, "Are you guys gonna be okay?" I went, one of my sorority sisters was like, "Are you guys gonna be okay?" It was fine. Like,
Yeah, that's what somebody was saying.
We were okay.
Yeah.
Like everything was okay. You guys will be good when you go. But
That's what
it
it is.
isn't like events happen. You kind of be like,
Yeah,
But
because at first I wasn't thinking nothing of it, and somebody was just like, "Oh, are you?" Because my
No.
sister was just
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
They were like out riding, and then I was like, "Well, we're not just gonna be in Pierce. We're actually gonna be moving around, you know,
Yeah,
to
you'll
the
be
city."
fine.
So,
Yeah.
So where are you
Yeah.
guys going? Okay, it's exciting.
well, I'm going to Pierce with my mom.
Okay, where you guys
yeah,
going?
we're going. So I think we land in London, then we're going to Paris,
Okay.
and I want to say we spend 3 days there, and then we go to Milan,
Okay.
and then Lake Como.
Okay.
So it's like a little journey.
So I did, we did Paris, we did London, we did Rome,
Ooh,
and we did, what's the other one?
France.
Was it France?
No, Paris.
Well, France.
I mean,
France.
I'm tripping.
Paris, France.
I'm tripping.
London,
Rome.
Rome. It was one more. I can't, or maybe that was just those three. I can't remember, but my favorite was Rome.
Rome,
Y'all mean,
yeah.
is it already like planned out?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's because it's like a shopping tour that we're gonna go on as well too.
Oh,
So yeah, it's already
You
all
wanna
planned
get
out.
okay
Yeah,
spots.
yeah, it's like an outlet. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be
all about
fun.
that feel
Yeah,
good.
it will be.
That'd be fun.
So I know you canceled Australia.
Yes.
So what's next for Jocy?
I'm really trying to go to Africa.
Oh,
Oh,
So
yeah, we can
I'm
talk
working
about
on
that
Africa.
too.
Like I'm really playing with flight trips. Like a thing with me is that I have places that I want to go, but I'm not led by where I want to go. I'm led by what's the best flight deal.
yeah.
So that's how you keep down on your expenses as well. Like even my trip when I went to Thailand, I only spent like maybe $320 or something for my flight.
Wow.
Like it was super affordable. And then
Leaving
when I
out
was
of here?
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, I left from Chicago. I
Okay.
took a bus to
Yeah.
Chicago.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so it's like I'm led by like, okay, I have a list of places that I want to go, but like, what's the best deal?
Right.
Mhm.
Even where I bought my flight for Australia, I'm like, okay, this is great. I want to go here. Or I want to go to New Zealand. But so yeah, I'm working on Africa, but the flight tickets are so
I
expensive.
heard that
It's
very
like 400 plus.
expensive.
Oh,
Expensive
God.
to be there.
Well,
too.
depending on where you go, like if you're in Cape Town or areas like that, oh
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
But certain areas it's not as expensive, but that's what's next.
Are you gonna do that by
And
yourself?
then
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and I have people that want to come along, like maybe come down for a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave for three months on my next adventure. Like
Yeah.
for Australia, it was only 6 weeks, so my
Okay.
next one's gonna be like 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
3 months, no, because I have other stuff that I have to do. And when
Right.
you're on the road like that, you just really don't have time to work on other things. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
it's literally like I didn't stay anywhere for more than like 4 days.
Mhm.
So
makes
it's
sense.
always
So
gonna go
you're
like
moving.
that. You
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
No.
You're trying to explore, see what this place
Yes.
is about. So,
Right.
yep, one more last adventure. I'm moving soon,
Mhm.
so the end of the year, beginning of next year. Working on that. I'm working on a book. I'm not gonna say what book I'm working on right now because I don't want to put those pressures on myself.
Okay.
But I'm doing those things, so that's what's next. That keeps me busy. Keeps me really, really
I
busy.
bet.
Wow, that's
Well,
awesome.
thank
Sounds
you.
amazing.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
This is
Good
awesome.
conversation, like
Yeah.
this girl talk.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's
That's
all
all
the
it
girl
is.
talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell people where they can find you at on social media.
My name is Jocytay, so you can find me on Instagram, JOCYTAY, the same for Facebook, and the same for YouTube. Like and subscribe and do all those good things for my channel as well as ABJ.
All right.
That's
Thank you guys for unwinding once again. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.